Tim Wilkie at first, Derek Cooper at second, Gary Darling at third, Mike Winters down the left field line, Angel Hernandez down the right field line. Roland backs up on a two-hopper. And now Beltran with another chance to cause headaches. He had 42 stolen bases during the regular season between stops in Kansas City. Big-time numbers for Bagwell in his career against Morris. He's yet to homer in this series. There goes the runner. Throw is high. And Beltran, a perfect 4 of 4 in this postseason. 32 of 32 in a Houston uniform.
The fluidity of his running is beautiful.
Hooked into short left field. It's going to fall in a base hit. Beltran had to hold up to make sure. And here come the Astros. That throw way offline from Sanders back into the infield. And a good thing that Matt Morris.
Munro, and I don't think they're all that afraid of what Morris can do. They're so hot offensively right now.
In the air down the left field line. This will easily bring in Beltran. Caught by Sanders. And Houston has taken a 1-0 lead in this Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. Berkman with 12 postseason runs batted in.
Sacrifice fly gets you a run.
On the ground to Roland. Bobbles, throws, and still gets Bagwell at second. But the Astros get a run off Morris in the opening inning. Pete Munro gets the ball when we return. Fourth in this postseason for Tony Womack.
In his first start was his first postseason appearance of any kind. Now making just his second. He's got to throw strikes early, use all 4 of his pitches, and stay down in the strike zone.
There goes Womack and a high bouncer to third. Mike Lamb's got it. And throws low, picked out of the dirt by Bagwell. So they did start the runner with a walker at the plate. And Womack's in scoring position for Albert Gould.
First pitch he threw to him, the rest of them have been out of the strike zone.
Hammered into left center field, and Pujols plays long ball. And Roland foul tips it into the middle office for strike 3. Edmonds hits it in right field, a base hit. Edmonds just his 5th hit of this LCS. The turn, he will go to third. Renteria just his 2nd base hit. Talked about the bottom part of the order.
Not been productive. They're too good of hitters to miss the pitches they're seeing today.
Sanders' first pitch swinging, pops it up into right field. It should end the inning, and it does. The Astros are running the top of the first. Pujols, the 2-run blast in the bottom of the inning.
He would panic and think it was go time. He said, don't call unless it's for real. And this is for real, obviously getting his first start. Now he says he's much more relaxed, hoping to get the Astros to the World Series. You can't script October baseball, and you can't script having a baby.
Bill Garner took over midway through this season, replacing Jimmy Williams. There's a ground ball that could be 2. Womack having trouble getting it out of the glove. And in his throw, forced Renteria to make a pirouette beyond the second base bag, and they can't turn the double play. But generally, very, very dependable Cardinal defense. 3-2 again. There goes Vizcaíno. Strike 3, throw to second. And Osmus will be tagged out. Strike him out, throw him out, double play ends the inning. And then it's bounced around. Toronto, Texas, Houston, Minnesota, back to Houston. He slowed that one down enough for it to roll to Kent and throw out Matheny. That had base hit written all over.
Got taken off the roster. He saw the writing on the wall. He didn't think they were interested in him anymore, so he signed with the Twins, and that didn't work out.
2 away.
Had a clause in his contract that said if he's in AAA.
Pulled into right field, and Womack, who had 3 hits in the first 5 games of this series, 2 for 2 today. On the ground, right at Vizcaíno. Will throw to first, and that will end the inning. A 2-out single by Womack. We go to the 3rd in Game 6 of this LCS. 2-1 St. Louis. Rather than Roger Clemens on 3 days rest, that was a decision made by Phil Garner. 3-hopper down to Pools. 1 away. We caught up with Tony La Russa in between innings, and here's what he had to say. Ask the Yankees about both of those teams. Between the Anaheim Angels and the San Francisco Giants. In the air, right field, Walker going back at the wall, and it's up against it. Walker with a great play off the wall and holds Beltran to a single. Fake out a runner, thinking he's going to catch the ball in the air. Blistered down the left field line by Bagwell. Ricochets off the facing, then goes into left center field. And Beltran stumbles around third, but he will score. The little nooks and crannies in every ballpark can make a difference. And when you can run like Beltran, you take advantage of it, and he scores on the double by Jeff Bagwell. Nowhere close to the strike zone. So a 2-out walk to Berkman, and here comes Kent. Liner caught by Renteria in the inning. Albert Pujols will lead off the 3rd in a 2-2 game. Albert Pujols digging in against Pete Munro. First pitch swinging, blasted into right center field. And it's up against the wall. Pujols into second base with a double. On the ground in the hole, Vizcaíno. Long throw. Bagwell comes off the bag wisely, preventing that one from going up the right field line. An infield hit for Roland. Edmonds' first pitch swinging, pops it up into left field. Now Pujols going back to the bag to tag up. And here he comes. Here comes the throw from Biggio. Not in time. The batter is Edgar Renteria. He singled to right field his first time up. And a base hit into center field. Pujols scored. Roland scored. The first 2 RBIs in the series for Renteria. Chad Harville takes over on the mound. See his numbers in this postseason. The Cardinals scored 5 runs in games 4 and 5. That one's shot into right field. It's a fair ball to go into the corner. Renteria on his way to 3rd. They'll hold him there. Three-2 again. Struck him out on a breaking ball. Big pitch, big out right there for Chad Harville. 2 gone in the inning, and the infield backs up. Fastball paints the outside corner at 96 miles per hour. But the Cardinals break the 2-2 tie. We go to the fourth, 4-2 St. Louis. Well, how disappointing is that for St. Louis? I mean, Womack's been very quiet this entire series. This one hammered into right field after missing foul a moment ago. He doesn't miss this time. Lamb, his second hit in this LCS, and both have gone for home runs. Well, he hit a ball into the upper deck, foul on the last swing, and straightened this one out to make it a one-run game.
Who was available, but who could he rely on if he brought him into a game?
Vizcaíno pops it up. Playable for Roland in fair territory. One away. While we have a moment, let's send it back to Los Angeles here. Brad Ausmus serves it into center field, a base hit. Cardinal crowd getting a little restless.
99% of the time, and the only guy that gives you credit is the backup catcher.
Diving play by Renteria. What a play. He is just a sensational defender and showing it off here today. Biggio lifts a fly ball into right field, playable for Larry Walker to end the inning. A home run by Lamb makes it a 4-3 Cardinal lead. Top of the order due up for St. Louis. He allowed 5 hits and 5 runs in 1 inning of game 1. Chad Qualls.
I think he's been put in odd situations for him. I think he'll fare a lot better starting an inning like this.
Hector Luna getting his first at-bat since taking over for the injured Tony Womack. First pitch swinging. And a 2-hopper to short. 1 pitch, 1 out for Qualls.
Dominating during that period of time. They have a lot of confidence in his ability.
Good looking fastball that paints the inside black to Larry Walker. 2 gone. 9 home runs. Lamb backs up on it. It played him instead of him playing it.
Well, that's where the problem is defensively.
Well, we're in St. Louis. That's a fair ball. And again, it ricochets off the padding, and this may be another run. Pujols going to be held at the last second and runs through the stop sign. And he is out at the plate. What a marvelous play by Brad Ausmus. Went 20 feet to his left from where he set up. Had to go get the ball and tags him out to end the inning. Back after a break from your local Fox station. A big, big inning, to say the least, for Matt Morris, going through the heart of the order. And a 1-hopper in Luna. To Jeff Bagwell on the ground, down to Roland, who scoops it up. It was a strike to Pujols. Brandon Backing, the Game 5 starter and winner, wearing a microphone for us. His reaction, our Fox sounds of the game.
Generally, the outfielder's coming in. If he gets the ball, you hold the runner. If the infielder going out gets the ball, then maybe you take a chance and send him.
And Matt Morris shuts down Beltran, Bagwell, and Berkman in order. After 4.5, 4-3, St. Louis. Hook to the right side, scooped up by Kent. 1 away. We caught up with Houston pitching coach Jim Hickey in between innings a moment ago. Have an effect on the outcome of this series. I mean, let's face it, as Renteria is gone on strikes. Of anybody down in that Cardinal bullpen, outside of their closer, Jason Isringhausen, the that ball smoked into right center field by Sandy. And it's up against the wall. And Reggie pulls up with a 2-out double. And Bobby Cox said many times during Ray King's lone season in Atlanta that never has he seen a pitcher get ready faster than Ray King. Said after 6 or 7 pitches in the bullpen, he's ready. So the decision has been made.
I mean, American League, you fill out your lineup card, you sit back and watch home run derby.
1-2 pitch. And the inning is over. So they hit for Morris. Mabry comes up empty. We go to the 6th in a 1-run game. And now taking over for Matt Morris, the left-hander Ray King. But effective 3 innings out of the bullpen from Wheeler and Lidge in a 1-run win. Renteria stands up, throws, and Pujols unable to pick it out of the dirt. One-two. Back to the mound. Could be 2. There's 1. That's another break.
Good hard baseball right there. Kent's a second baseman himself. He knows that play is going to be made just like that.
And how big is that double play now? Base hit by Jose Vizcaíno. But of course, Pettit's had a lot more games to pitch in.
Yep.
Kiko Calero takes over. 2-2 pitch. Right back to the mound. Calero takes care of the 6th inning. 2 hits, a man left. Still 4-3 St. Louis. Top of the order coming up. But they lead here today by a run. Luna playing in place of Womack, who had to leave the game after a single in the 2nd inning with back spasms, is 0 for 2 after the pop fly to Berkman. Threw out Pujols at the plate. In the air, right field. Room out there for Berkman. 2 gone.
Crannies or angles or overhangs where outfielders would have problems corralling a ball.
Lamb making sure this time. And a 1-2-3-6 for Qualls. We're back to St. Louis after a break from your local Fox station.
Qualls the 3 innings of effective pitching today, his longest outing of the year.
High fly ball. Reggie Sanders backs up on it. 1 away. A 1-run St. Louis lead with 1 out, nobody on in the 7th. Popped up. 2 away.
Beltran said that Bernie helped him with hitting drills to improve his left-handed hitting. Beltran liked that Bernie Williams did it on the big stage.
Liner into right field, and it's off the wall. And again, Walker will hold Beltran to a single. Almost identical to the line drive in the 3rd inning. And an RBI double down the 3rd base line that scored Beltran from 1st in the 3rd inning. And he pops up the 1st pitch. Walker coming hard and makes the right play to end the inning. Kiko Calero. Last of the 7th inning. And the new pitcher is Dan Wheeler, who has thrown the ball so well in this postseason, especially. Diving play made by Lamb at 3rd. So a player not known for his defense. Wheeler again, a 3-2. Got him swinging for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's today's game summary brought to you by Nissan. Renteria and Sanders getting off the mat, and Renteria bangs one into left field, his 3rd hit. He had 1 hit total in the first 5 games.
On a well-placed single.
Lined into left field, it'll fall. Well, Reggie Sanders getting his 3rd straight hit. Well, Renteria and Sanders have combined for 6 hits today. 1-1 on Mike Matheny. 2 on, 2 out. Popped up at Biggio in left field. You saw him talking to himself. He said, "Hit it to me." And that'll end the inning. Only twice all year has Jason Isringhausen come on for 2 innings. Berkman will lead off against him, perhaps, in the 8th. Tony La Russa will hand the ball to his closer, Jason Isringhausen, in the 8th inning. Allowed the walk-off home run to Jeff Kent in the 9th. Taguchi for the first out.
And they've been put in that situation throughout the regular season, and it's not unexpected to them.
Hammered down the left field line by Kent. Taguchi trying to cut it off, and he bobbles the ball, which will allow Kent to get into second base. Not that he wouldn't have otherwise, but if he cuts that ball off, it becomes a challenge for Kent. Came in there again and got him swinging.
Even with 2 outs, Kent's got to get an aggressive lead.
Little pop up right side. Who wants it? Luna's got it. Final end of the inning. Tying run stranded at second. Cardinals bat in the bottom of the 8th, leading 4-3. That's a fair ball. And now Osmus now. Flip it down to Bagwell. What a win. Strike 3 call, paints the inside corner. And Wheeler has his second strikeout of relief. And it results in a pop-up. Vizcaino makes a play. Osmus, a pinch hitter. Then Biggio against Isringhausen. Cardinals 3 outs away from sending it to Game 7. And he's hit with a pitch to begin the inning. Can't roll it out there any better than that. Pujols thought about second and just does get the out at first. So nicely done by Bruntlett, sending the tying run into scoring position and the top of the order coming up. In the air, left center field. Taguchi will get to it. And now decision time for Tony La Russa. You're down to the final out with the hottest hitter in the postseason coming up and first base open, Carlos Beltran. Do you walk Beltran and pitch to Bagwell or go after Beltran here? In an Astros uniform is Bagwell, who has excellent numbers against Isringhausen. The last time Jason Isringhausen intentionally walked a batter to pitch to the next batter. Bagwell hammers the first pitch. It'll fall in, a base hit. Racing home is Ensberg, and Bagwell delivers. A 4-4 game in the 9th inning. The biggest base hit of Jeff Bagwell's Hall of Fame career. Carlos Beltran out at second base. Berkman 0 for 2. There go the runners. And no throw to either bag. Or with Houston in front. And they're tied. The hit batsman, an intentional walk. Bagwell drives in a tying run. Heart of the order coming up for St. Louis. And now the Astros closer, who has been nothing shy of phenomenal during this postseason, Brad Lidge. On the ground of the shortstop, Vizcaino. Pujols retired. 1 away.
A much better idea of what he throws and how he's going to try to get you out.
1-2 to Rowland. Struck him out.
If you're a Cardinal fan, you're hoping that that's true, because so far Lidge has been lights out. Any Cardinal that's walked up there anytime he's stepped on the mound.
Inning over. We go to extra innings for the first time in this LCS. Jeff Kent to lead it off. 4 our score. Will now start his third inning out of the Cardinal bullpen. And Jeff Kent, first pitch swinging, pops it up. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Nobody else in that Cardinal bullpen is even throwing.
Had his explosion in the dugout and broke 2 bones in his hand. Straight away center field and hit well. Edmonds going back to the wall with room. Jose Vizcaino down a strike. Broken bat, roller. And Isringhausen will get to the bag. Sharp. 10th inning for the Cardinal closer. Renteria will start things. They'll hit for the pitcher, then Mike Matheny. 4-4 game. Roger Cedeno waits on deck. Tapper down to third. Slams throw picked out of the dirt by Bagwell.
Not going to hit the nasty stuff that Lidge throws up there.
That's a fair ball. 2 away. All you need to know about Brad Lidge, if you've never seen him throw a pitch.
As you said, pointing at Tavares while he was saying something to Eldred.
We go to the 11th inning. As Chavez makes a throw down to first. Lidge strikes out. The batter to end the inning. End of 10. 4-4. To Lane, getting his first at bat of the game. Driven in a deep left center field, and Edmonds with room, shy of the track.
Well, you talked about it, Steve Tavares, with a good sinking fastball, good hard slider.
That will begin 7:20 Central Time, 8:20 Eastern Time. Swing and a miss. There's that slider. Matheny wanted. Little drop down action that time by Julian Tavares. 2-1 to Biggio. 0 for 5 today. 5 of 27 in the series. On the ground, Renteria ranging to his left. And a perfect 11 for Julian Tavares.
Hasn't lost any velocity. He's not throwing as many strikes. You got to go out there and try to take a few strikes, get some base runners against him.
Because doesn't look like you're going to hit him. There's a game 7 in this series. Right back here tomorrow night. Popped up. Biggio will get there. 2 away. You'd have a hard time convincing anybody there's been a more valuable player than Brad Lidge, who shuts down the side in order in the 11th. He faces 9 hitters, strikes out 5 of them. Beltran will lead off the 12th in a 4-4 game. Lidge's spot due up third here in the 12th inning of game 6. Beltran, first pitch swinging, and Pujols wins the sprint to the bag. Pitch up and popped up behind the plate. Matheny with room. Julian Tavares has retired. Struck him out. Cardinals with Pujols rolling and Edmonds coming up. We're back after a break from your local Fox station. And now taking over on the mound. We've only seen him once in this series. Right-hander Dan Miceli. He got the loss in game 2, allowing 2 home runs in 1 inning. nowhere close.
Now the point now being, you don't need one swing of the bat to beat you anymore. You do if there's nobody on. Once you have base runners on, a gapper can beat you.
Maselli's chance to make him in. A mile high and playable for Chavez. One away. We're rolling up there. First pitch hacking after a 4-pitch walk to Poole. Edmonds hit 42 home runs during the regular season.